Okay folks, it's time for one of my shortest campground tours ever in one of the hardest to get into campgrounds in the country. After coming down steep, windy, tight roads, Site 1. Site 2. See the waterfront view? Oh, this one's got some length to it. Site 3. Site 4, my site. See the water back there? Right, wrap around. Site 5. Site 6. Really nice big tent pad over here on that one. Site 7. Dual pit toilets. Site 8, which is the accessible site across from the toilets. Got a boat ramp over there. Trails heading off over here. There is a trail parking lot up above for some of the trails down here for those just doing it, and another trail going off that way. And that's it. This is Little Beaver Lake Campground in Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. That's the campground. Sites 4 and 5 are released 2 weeks before on a rolling basis. So those you can try to pick up last minute-ish. The rest, you got your standard releases from on recreation.gov. Okay, from inside my camper here, my van, here's the tour. Driveway, rocks, picnic table, tent pad, fire ring, lantern holder. Only used for lanterns, don't hang your garbage there. By the way, we are in bear safe territory, so use the bear boxes or keep your food inside your vehicle. And here is my path down to my view of the lake. Boy, am I looking forward to seeing the stars tonight. Hi, welcome to Scotty Wandering. My name is Peter, and let's call this episode Return to Pictured Rocks. So I'm in the middle of a trip around Lake Michigan, let's say, just because I needed a goal. Now, this trip does not specifically say I'm doing a Lake Michigan circle tour, because I have crossed into many other circle tours on this trip. My goal here was to see how many waterfront camping experiences I could put together in a 8 to 10 day trip. So I started down in Indiana Dunes, went up to Grand Haven, had a creekside camping, worked my way up to a couple other spots on Lake Michigan, jumped over to Lake Huron, went up to Tagamanon River, and now I am on Little Beaver Lake in Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. So earlier today, I met up with my sister, who happens to be doing a Lake Superior circle tour, and this is just the point where we collided. Because she's going to be at Tagamanon tonight, and she was musing yesterday, and I did the opposite. So we met at the tour company for Pictured Rocks boat tours. Last time I was here, as I hiked the shoreline, looked out, I realized the best way to see this place, one of the best ways to see the grandeur of what is Pictured Rocks, is from the lake. So that got me very excited to go on that tour with her and her husband. out on the lake and do see the shoreline, see what makes this Pictured Rocks, and experience all those iconic images that are Michigan shoreline. Let's go a hike from the campground. Right off the campground. There's a cave. Well, that's a prominent rock. Can't ignore and walk past this. Shelter if you need it. Choices, choices. I'm heading to Lake Superior this evening. Entering Beaver Basin Wilderness. New designation. Beach. Sandy, sandy beach. I didn't realize this put me out east of Pictured Rocks, of the rocks and the bluffs. The timer I set for myself says I still have 20 minutes before I have to turn around. Alright, where I'm at the coves, and that means it's time for a backcountry campsite tour. Let's go check it out. Hopefully nobody's using it at the moment. Well, there are several people set up out here. So I'm going to skedaddle. Several tents set up in there. What's the plan, Stan? Okay, mighty tree. Your soil has disappeared, and yet you hold on well. Okay, my plan is to go back down the beach a little more to a spot where I can come down and then come back down here. Well, that's done it. I made it to the end of the rocks, and from here on out, it's beach. This is 12 Mile Beach, and I'm at the very west end of it. And I'm gonna have some food. Well, last night, after I got back from my hike, the whole campground gathered at our neighbor's site for one campfire. So I got to meet my neighbors, another solo traveler from Wisconsin, two couples from Michigan, and one woman from Vermont who had made the trek out to the Badlands and the way back. So we hung out for a couple hours on the campfire, and the stars came out, and I just had to get some photos. And I think from this spot, I got one of my best Milky Way photos. I hope. We'll see how it comes out when it's put into the computer and see what comes out of that. But right up there was the galactic core, and it was actually gorgeous. And then it clouded over last night. So I'm very happy we had a nice clear night last night. Now I was woken up about 5 a.m. It's really quiet here. Just almost no sounds. Birds have moved on. But there was rustling in my van, and I had a mouse. I don't know if he left. I hope he chose to leave. I can't tell until I'm silent in there again and long enough for him to rustle around. So we'll see. So that's going to wrap up this video from the shores of Little Beaver Lake in Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. Thanks for coming along. I'll see you in the next one. I'm going to continue my journey here around Lake Michigan. I got at least one more night tonight, maybe a second night. I'm not positive if I'm going to push it out that far or not. But got one more day's video to come in from here. Subscribe if you want to see this. Look back at the other ones if you missed those. And get on out there and listen to the silence.